Hi friends, welcome to Top Scholar, the smart learning app. Like always, we have been trying our best to make your board exam preparations easier. And today we have compiled some of the previous year questions from the chapter Animal Classification, Maharashtra Board 10th. So let's first see how many marks this chapter can get you. So as you can see, we have segregated these questions into 1 marks, 2 marks and 3 marks. And in last 5 years, you can see that we have had at least one question of 1 marks every year. So total 5 questions and carrying 5 marks. And then we come to 2 marks questions. So we have had one question in 2019, one in 21 and 2 questions in 2023. So we have been able to get 4 questions for you carrying total 8 marks. Now for 3 marks questions, we have had one question in 2019, 3 questions of 3 marks in 2020, one in 21 and one in 22. And we did not have any question in 2023. So now we have total 6 questions for you carrying 18 marks. So let's look at it from the graphical point of view. So that will become much more clearer to you to see that we have had at least 2 questions every year from this chapter. And the most question that we see is of gray, that is of 3 marks, right? So that is actually a lot of marks here. And the next one, the highest ones are of 2 marks. So we see that at least one question we get every year of 1 mark. So chances are there that 1 mark question will be asked in this year as well, right? And also chances for 2 marks and 3 marks question, which can get you a lot many marks if you get this topic properly. So let's first get into the year 2019 and see how many questions and which are the questions that we could get for you. So the first one is MCQ type question carrying 1 mark. Dash is a cold-blooded animal. Options are A, bat, B, snake, C, rabbit and D, elephant. So we know that only the phylum of Reptilia we have the cold-blooded animal, and here snake is the only animal from that group. Now, second question is a short answer question carrying 2 marks. State any 4 benefits of animal classification. There are many benefits of animal classification. Like any other reason for classification is to group similar type of organism together, so that by studying one organism, we can predict and understand the properties of similar organisms, right? So this is the benefit of animal classification, and there are many more benefits of animal classification which you must know. Now this question was asked in 2019. It's a short answer type question carrying 3 marks. The question is, identify my class, phylum and give one example of it. Now, we have been given some clues about the phylum or the class, and based on its characteristics, you have to identify which phylum or class these organisms belong to. So, the first one here we have is, I have mammary glands and exoskeleton in the form of hair. So, what do we have here? Mammary glands and exoskeleton in the form of hair. Okay, so which are the organisms who have mammary glands? So there is this one specific class of organisms which have mammary glands. So those are mammals. That is the reason the mammal name came from, right? Now let's look at the second sub-question. We form the highest number of animals on the planet. We have bilateral symmetry and our exoskeleton is in the form of chitin. Okay, so here again, there is one very big clue given, that is the highest number of animals on the planet belongs to this class or phylum. Which one? Arthropoda, right? Now the third one is, I live in your small intestine. My body is long and thread-like and pseudo-coelomate. Now here again, what the clue is? Here is, I live in your small intestine. They have a parasitic form of nutrition and they belong to Ascalminths. Okay, and we also have to give one example of each class and phylum. We will also take a look at the examples, and we will also see if whatever we answered right now is correct in our subsequent slide. Now let's move on to year 2020. Write the correlation Annelida earthworm and platyhelminths is dash. You must obviously know this. This is a liver fluke. This is a common example of platyhelminths carrying 1 mark. Distinguish between aves and mammalia. So you need to know about the distinguishing features between aves and mammalia. Aves are the animals which has wings, they can fly, right? And mammalia, they have what all distinguishing features? We can walk, we have forelimbs, hind limbs, right? So most distinguishing features we need to mention, and every time you are writing a distinguishing feature between different phylum or class, the first few things that you need to keep in mind is you can start with the physiological structure, the adaptations, the heart, the respiratory system, and the circulatory system, the nervous system. So you can think about one point from each system and how they vary in two different classes. This is the actual reason for classification anyways, right? Now, let's move on to the next question. Again in 2020, here it carries 3 marks. Here what do you see? There is a cockroach, right? Observe the following diagram, write the answer to the following question. So there is a label diagram of a cockroach. To which phylum does the animal included in the diagram belong? Okay, so where does this organism belong? We know, we have identified this is a cockroach. So cockroach belongs to the phylum arthropod. What is the exoskeleton made of? Arthropods have the exoskeleton made up of chitin. What is the symmetry? Obviously, they have a bilateral symmetry, right? So, we can easily answer this question by identify which animal this is. Now, let's move on to the next question. Again, 3 marks question, very simple question. Label the body organization of humans that has been shown in the following figure. So, just looking at it, you can identify the image. This is our mouth, this is our lungs, this is our heart, this is our liver, and this is our kidney. And what is this? This is our thigh, right? So, we have been able to identify all the different body organization of human just by looking at the picture. Now, next question, 2021. My outer structure is made up of exoskeleton. I have 3 pair of legs to walk. Tell me which phylum I belong. Again, see, this is a repetitive question. So, you might as well be prepared for this topic thoroughly. This is from the phylum Arthropoda. So, you need to remember each and everything about arthropods because this has been repeated, and since you know this is the biggest phylum, so we need to know about that much more well. Give scientific reason. This is a 2 marks question. Our body irritates if it comes in contact with jellyfish. Why does that happen? Because the tentacles of jellyfish contains a toxin which is released when it comes in contact with our body, and that causes the irritation. And what is the name of the toxin? That you must know. Now, third question is of 3 marks. Name the largest phylum of the kingdom Animalia. Write any 2 characteristic of it. Again, repeated, right? So, you need to remember this topic is very, very important. Okay. Now, let's move on to the year 2022. The first one is an MCQ type question. Human being belongs to dash class. A. Mammalia, B. Amphibia, C. Reptilia, or D. Cyclostomata. Obviously, the answer is A. Mammalia. Now, second one, write any 3 characteristics of class Reptilia. Again, for any characteristics of a particular class, what you need to remember, what is the body organization? First of all, you can start with what is the kind of respiratory system they have, what is their symmetry, what is their, if they have any exoskeleton, how they walk around, all these things you can mention. What about their nervous system, how is the circulation of blood, what type of heart do they have, how many auricles and ventricles are present. So these kind of things you can mention. So for every class, please note for every class what is the different type of body organization which is found in that particular class, what is the circulatory system, how is the nervous system, how is the respiratory system, how do they move around, right? So all these things, make a note of it in a list, and then you will be able to remember them very, very clearly. So now you can see that it has been asked about reptilia and we were asked about arthropod many times, correct? Now for 23, that is our last year, the first question we have is an MCQ type question. An animal with bilateral symmetry is dash. A. Starfish, B. Human, C. Paramecium, or D. Amoeba. We can just simply by looking at it, we know that if we have seen a picture of it as well, we know that it is just human. Starfish, Paramecium, Amoeba. Amoeba does not even have a proper structure. Same with Paramecium, and starfish is not at all bilateral. It has 5 tentacles, right? And every time you cut it across, it is not symmetry, correct? Now, here again another question of 2 marks from the year 2023. To which class does bat belong? Now, third one is distinguish between chordates and non-chordates. Now, these two are also quite important, chordates and non-chordates. You need to know what are the distinguishing features between them and to which class does bat belong. That is the simplest question that you can answer very easily. So, now we will take the question which was asked in 2019 of 3 marks. That is a short answer type question where we have to identify the class or phylum and give one example of whichever class or phylum we have identified from what? From these clues given. So earlier we discussed it in short. So let's see. A. I have mammary glands and exoskeleton in the form of hair. We took up this clue and we guessed it as mammals. We form the highest number of animals on the planet. It is again the clue here, highest number of animals. I live in your small intestine. My body is long and thread-like and pseudocoelomate. So there is pseudocoelomate as well as they live in your small intestine. So let's see the solution for it. So the first one, they have mammary glands. So they belong to the class Mammalia. Let's see some examples. Examples: humans, dogs, cats, etc. Now second one is the highest number of animals on the planet belong to this class or phylum. They are the phylum Arthropoda. Examples are cockroach, spider, etc. Right? So we were asked to give one example. We have given you 2 or 3 examples in some cases. So you can pick and choose from those examples and remember all of them for your benefit. Now the third one is phylum Aschelminthus. Right? They are having a parasitic form of nutrition. Now the examples are Ascaris and Loa Loa. Right? Now let's move on to another question. So here we discussed there is a diagram of cockroach which we identified already. Now we have 3 sub-questions: to which phylum does the animal included in the diagram belong to? And then second question is, what is the exoskeleton made of? C. What is the symmetry? So let's see the solution of it. The phylum is Arthropoda. Cockroach belongs to the phylum Arthropoda. The exoskeleton is made up of chitin and they have a bilateral symmetry. So it is quite an easy question and this is one of the important topics that you must remember and learn. Okay. Now next question is distinguish between chordates and non-chordates. This is asked in 2023 carrying 2 marks. So let's see the distinguishing features between the chordates and non-chordates. Let's see. So the chordates have notochords present and non-chordates have notochords absent. And what about heart? In chordates, heart is ventral. In non-chordates, if present, heart is dorsal. So these are some distinguishing features between chordates and non-chordates. So I hope you will be able to answer these questions if asked in your examination, and you must have taken notes of all the topics which has been repeated and noted also that how you can answer those questions keeping in mind the points that we had discussed. Thank you so much and all the best for your examination.